Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy B Mello, and I'm here to talk about For Honor, like a little bit of a rant. So I love For Honor. I love the gameplay. I love the fighting mechanics. I love all of that stuff. It's just a couple things that pretty much upset me to the highest level about this game. Number one, it's definitely when I'm in the middle of a game or at the near end of a game and I'm doing something important like chasing down a kill or, about to just, I guess, win that match in the next 30 seconds or a minute. And then I just get randomly disconnected. Please, Ubisoft. Please, we need these servers. We need these servers bad. And then number two, this one gets me a lot of times, is ironically enough, for a game to be called For Honor, there's no honor within this community. Now, I'm not saying everybody, but most of the people I run into do some of the most heinous acts I've ever seen. Like during one match, the guy, I guess you know how I'm saying, in some matches, some people will fight you, and then after they either get freaking steamrolled one match, the second match they'll run away. Now, not saying I respect that, but I understand that. But the game match I played earlier, it was ridiculous. The guy just saw me, didn't even try to fight me, just ran to the next buff, then ran to the second buff. And first off, he got the speed shoes, and then just ran to 3 more buffs, and then tried to double team my partner. So, that being said, that's another thing I can't stand. And that has nothing to do with the game, but it's just the community. It's crazy, ironically enough, that the game is called For Honor and people do the most shady, dishonest, dishonorable things. It's crazy. So that's my main things that I have a problem with. There's a bunch of other things, but those two are really the main things I have a problem with. It's just the servers and how the community plays sometimes. I've seen people start off matches by doing their throwing kunai or whatever, and then if you still manage to get their health down on the same playing field, and then they run, how ridiculous is that? You already have the advantage because you took his health down to 75 or half because you threw something at him. It's crazy. And then people will run and get an attack buff, and then once they get an attack buff, they're ready to come and fight you. It's just a crazy method of thinking, but that's your community. You can't do nothing about that. But that's really it though. As far as that, it's a bunch of gameplay things that happen that I get frustrated with, mainly the disconnects and the dishonorable players, especially when you're doing a duel or something and you get that health low and they find a spike to throw you into or a bridge to throw you off of, But that's the community. You can't really do nothing about that. Yeah, you just gotta deal with it for how it is. You can't really do nothing about it. But that's just the main things that I just find irritating about the game. Not really the game itself, but the community, and as far as the disconnecting. And lastly, guys, the microtransactions. Now, microtransactions seem optional, but let's be real, guys. To get anywhere in a short amount of time, you need microtransactions. To be bluntly honest, you don't get that much steal from the matches you do, and you get a bunch of steal when you complete on the story on hard mode, 4,000 something, and then you get some steal from doing basic and advanced training. But all that together, plus the orders, they don't equal enough to nearly the amount that you need to get some of the packages that you want or some of the gear that you want from those scavenger packs. So it just seems like they force it to a way where you have to do microtransactions, which is which is crazy. But you know, it's not you could change usually, but it's just crazy because they kind of basically forcing you to do microtransactions, but in a, you know, like in a discreet way. But that's all from me, guys. It's your boy B Mello, and I'll catch you on my next video.